I'm Laura. I'm 32. From Switzerland originally, and I live here in the Netherlands since almost 6 years. And the reason I moved here was because of this project here about the urban farm.
Okay.
I started this with 4 other friends that we met at university.
In case of a bad season due to climate, if the yield is very less, how do you manage the deliveries?
Yeah, so this year was a good example for that because it was really shit.
Okay.
May, June were mostly rain, and things were like 3 or 4 weeks later than usually. And we manage it first of all because we have a lot of diversity. So if we don't have beans, we have something else probably. But in spring there was a week where we actually took a break. We told everyone, sorry, this week we just can't harvest enough.
Okay.
We took a break. We said, if we can, we add another week in the end of the season because that's a bit easier then.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, we could also buy from farmers. Like sometimes we buy in, but in this time, May, June, the bigger farmers, they don't have anything yet because they have tractors.
Yeah.
They plant and seed with tractors, and they couldn't go on the land till the end of June. They just couldn't because it was so wet.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone had the same problem. So people understood. It's just like, well, that's how it is. I'm gonna cook some pasta without vegetables now.
I guess this understanding of the members is much more important because since things are uncertain, so if you are not able to supply, they should be ready to accept things.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole idea of a CSA because it stands for Community Supported Agriculture. So the community supports the farmer, and the farmer supports the community, and to kind of meet each other in like mutual understanding. It's very important, and you can do that because we can do that because we deliver directly.
Yeah.
We are in direct contact with the people that eat our stuff, and we don't go to the market and sell it to someone we have no idea who it is. But we know them and we are in contact with them, and that's kind of an advantage, I think.
So do they have any requests on pricing? Or are they okay with what you're...
We have a flexible pricing, so the request is from us to them is that they think about it a bit more.
Okay.
We don't tell them how much it has to cost, but they have to kind of reflect on it a bit. And there's a few people that ask for like a special discount, let's say. We offer that, or we give an option when they subscribe, if they can't afford it, to reach out to us. And 3 or 4 people did that this year.
Okay.
And it's very nice to see that it's, first of all, not everyone, because if everyone would do it, we couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Because there's also the ones that give us always the maximum amount of money they can and want, and it supports then other people that cannot pay so much.
Right.
So that's what I mean when I say community supports the community also.
Correct.
And it's a nice way for people to still participate. They have to be a bit vulnerable. They have to kind of put themselves out there and say, hey, I have a difficult time, or I just lost my job, or whatever.
Okay.
And maybe for many people that's already a big step. It's,
right.
It's the pride that... like 7 to 8 different vegetables.
Okay.
Like it depends a lot on the season, but we try to have always a bit of a mix.
So what about the big box products?
The big box?
Yeah.
Well, they have more. They have more variety, but also just more volume of everything.
Quantities.
So they have maybe like 10 different things.
Okay.
And it's always a mix. Like we try to have some leafy stuff, some sturdy stuff, some starchy stuff, some stuff you can eat raw, some stuff you have to cook. Yeah, but it depends a lot on the season. Now we have beans. We had a lot of beans in the past week, and we still have some beans, I think, for another week or 2, and then the beans are over.
Okay.
But
so in case you have a more production, what do you do?
We give them more.
Oh.
I mean, it depends. If we have like crazy much, people are also not happy about like if we have so much lettuce, for example, people are not happy about 10 lettuce heads in their box. They're like, ugh, what am I going to do with it? So we try to also find, like with the restaurants, it can be nice. We have some people that say, tell me if we have something much more extra and we can do something with it.
Oh, okay.
But if it's just a little bit, we just we give a bit more in the box. I mean, you have, I don't know, 10 kilos too much. It's not much if you distribute it over 200 boxes. So,
Right.
yeah. Or sometimes if we have of something way too much, or then we cook it, we freeze it, and we eat it for lunch. Like that's also possible.
So what is your future vision going forward for this project?
For this place,
Yeah.
we can stay here mostly. We rent the land, so this
Okay.
is a little bit unsure sometimes, especially in these times. It worries me sometimes that we might have to leave.
Oh,
That'd be really sad. So that's not my vision. My vision would be kind of what we're doing now, but just getting better at everything, working less, producing more.
right.
And I don't know, eventually, like for me personally, this is a project that I really love, but it's also not something I want to continue for the next 10 years.
Okay.
Like I feel like there is some other stuff to explore within agriculture for me. So my vision would be that this place finds a new generation of farmer or new people that are really motivated and want to kind of come in and take my place and continue the project. Maybe a bit different, like people bring in their different styles, but that's okay. Like as long as it can exist, and kind of serve food, make sure the community eats nice vegetables. Yeah. I really would like that more people come out here. It's a bit hidden or it's a bit far for people.
Yeah.
Or in their mind it's far. I don't think it's very far. They're just also lazy. But I would like more people to come out here and experience things on the land. So maybe as long as I'm here, I would like to put in some effort and energy into making a bit more events and workshops around gardening, around food, but also around community in the broadest sense. Because it's a really beautiful space and you don't get that very often in Amsterdam.
Right.
So I kind of want to see what's possible there.
Was any such effort taken in the previous days?
In the last days,
Yeah.
there was something like in the last 2 days ago, 3 days ago, there was a bunch of students that came out here with a cooking school.
Okay.
They did some cooking. It was really nice. I just realized when I watched the barbecue because they cooked on the open fire also, and it was kind of spontaneous, intuitive cooking with what is from the land, and I really liked it.
Okay.
To see them getting creative and working with schools is also really nice.
Right.
To kind of have a younger generation come here and just see how things grow and be in touch with what they eat. It's very simple.
Right.
It's so simple, but it's so important. So that I'd like. Yeah.
Okay, best wishes for your future plans.
Thank you. Yeah.
It was nice talking to you. Yeah.
You too.